In this video, I'm going to show you the very few steps I had to do myself to get OpenClaw to go away and create some fully working software for a chosen niche as well as a sales page to sell that software. Now, I'd fully recommend you watch the 3 other videos I've done on this, which take you through this process in detail, and it shows you me doing it live and all the thought processes and all the questions that I asked the bot. However, if you don't want to go through those 3 videos, I'm just going to show you now the very basics of that whole process and also show you what we ended up with. So, to start with, here's what I asked the bot. I said, Brian, I'd like to create a software product or app that will help beauty salons here in the UK. Can you please give me 5 to 10 ideas of software that we could build for them that would actually be really useful for them in their business and that they would be willing to pay money for? So he then came back with 8 different options. I then said to him, quite a few of those you gave me included send out SMS messages. Can you give me a few more ideas that don't involve SMS or email to the customer? He then came back with 8 more ideas. I then looked at those and chose one. I said I quite like the idea of the treatment cost calculator, so can you sketch out the minimum viable product for that and give me some ideas of what features would get and how it would work? He then came back with a full breakdown of how that could look, what would be involved in it, different colours and things it would have, how it works, even prices that you could sell it for. It gave me all that information and said to me what would be most useful right now to go ahead. This was something else that was happening at the time that wasn't involved with this. I then said, please go ahead and create the MVP. Then also deploy it to GitHub and Vercel, 2 bits of software that I've already connected Brian to, and so that we can see it working as a proper dashboard. He then says, right, I'm going ahead to create it. Then comes back and says it's created. All that I need to do is go ahead and deploy it to those places, to Vercel. I then come back and I say, for the treatment cost calculator, I want you to push this to GitHub and Vercel. I don't want to do it myself, so can you do that now? Because I know it's something he can do, so why should I do it myself? And he then says, I've done this, I've got the GitHub repo. And again, these are very technical things. I don't know about these technical things myself, but he can do it for me. Says there's a build error. This is one of the great things. He's found an error. Let me go ahead, have a look at it and fix it. He then says, right, it is now done and it is live. And he then gave me the page to look at. I will show you the page in a minute, but I'll just show you the iterations we go through after this. So it's fully functional. I then look at it and I say, that looks great, but there's a couple of things I've noticed. Firstly, there's no way for us to add new treatments onto the list, and we need something where we can add an unlimited number of treatments by pressing a button. And secondly, I think we need to have some instructions for the beauty salon so they know what they're seeing and they know what they need to do when they first arrive at the calculator. He then says, okay, I'll have a look at that. And he then says, right, I've done that and changes are available. So let me now launch that for you so I can actually show you what it looks like. This will open in a different window. Let me drag that in now. So here we are. This is where he's launched it to, as you see at the top there, treatment cost calculator. And this is the product he's created for me. So it's a full dashboard called treatment cost calculator. For this, it's got some sample products in here. So what it's saying is at the moment with the products and treatments we've got included in there, you're losing £314 per month. And what it shows is for these products, like here, full head of highlights, they're charging £85, but their cost is actually £74.73. So there's a profit of £10.27, which gives them a 12% profit margin, which that is putting in the red category because it's not very good. So that will be one of these that is under the 20% margin that they were looking at. I'm not going to go into the whys and wherefores of why this would work and why it wouldn't, but just to show you, we have a price calculator in here, so you could choose a treatment, so full head of highlights. What is the treatment, the salon's targeted hourly rate? So if their hourly rate they targeted was £30, for example, says the current price is that, you'd need to charge this to make that worthwhile. Come back to the dashboard a second. If you have a look at the top, it's now, this is one of the changes I asked it to do. Go into help. It's got a full help amount of information for the salon to show them how this works and what it can do for them. We also have this here that I asked for it to be changed, so you could add a new treatment. So you've got two different buttons here. Add a treatment, it lets them add a new treatment in there. I will put a link to this cost calculator so you can go and have a look at it yourself, but you can see that it is a fully working product that Brian has created for me. And let's go back to Brian himself. Where are we? So I'll then go through. That was deployed. I then said to him, the software looks great now, thanks. So we can sell it to salon owners. Can you please create a sales page for us? This needs to be enticing so salon owners will want to use the treatment cost calculator in their own business. Can you please also create a suitable logo and place that at the top of the sales page? When you've created the sales page, can you also deploy that to GitHub and Vercel, please? So it then goes ahead and creates a sales page. So let me show you the sales page. I click on there, let me open it. Just opening up, and there it is. So we've now got a logo, not the best logo in the world, but it's the first one he came up with. But you can see here, again, I'll give you a link to this, so I'm not going to read it all, but he's actually created a sales page with all the wording. There are links now, so for example here, try it free now button. If I click on that, it brings you through to the treatment cost calculator. Let me go back again to the sales page. So it's got some graphics in there with examples. It's got wording here. It's obviously all aimed towards salon owners and looking at that particular product and explaining that. Everything you need to price for profit. So you can see it's created this. Get started in 3 simple steps. Add your salon, add your treatments, see your profitability, ready to get started, and launch the calculator now. So don't get me wrong, this is not a completed product, but I hope you can see from the small amount of input that I gave Brian, he has completely come up with, for a niche that I gave him, he's come up with a load of ideas. I've chosen one of those. He's gone away, he's completed and created a product, a working software package that we could sell on. He has also created a sales page to sell that product. All that within just a few minutes. What we could now do, if we like this product and we like the sales page, is obviously work on it more, tailor it, change things. We could have sign-in options on there so that when a salon buys access to this, they have their own login for the software. You could change the colours if you want to, you could change the wording, you'd obviously want to put prices on the sales page, etc. All those things could easily be done, but you can see in just these few minutes how easy it is to use your OpenClaw to create a product. And that's just one product. Why not choose now another product, and let's get Brian or your OpenClaw to build a second product, a third product, or build a product for a different niche, build one for you, for your own business, or for any business you like. It's that easy with OpenClaw to create these products, services, software, and so much more.